All right, good evening, good morning, good afternoon from wherever you are. Welcome back once again to the weekly market outlook. As always, we will start with the forest factory and talk about what we will be having in terms of news going into the next week. So, like we see right here on Monday, the 13th, we're having only NZD news, which will come early in the morning before London opens. It will be around, the Asia close around that time. We'll be having it right here around 5 a.m. And then we'll be having on Tuesday, pound and USD news. Okay. I mean, the week will literally start from Tuesday to Thursday. So, and literally the busiest days are Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Friday, we don't really have nothing. And on Thursday, we're having, like always, the unemployment claims and also AUD news. Okay. Unemployment rate for AUD. On Wednesday, we're having CPI. So, I mean, Tuesday and Wednesday will be very, very, yeah, difficult day to trade the dollar pairs. But if you trade the minor pairs, then I mean you should be okay because they don't really I mean the news doesn't really impact them comparing to the major pairs. Okay. So if you trade the major pairs, then keep an eye on Tuesday and also on Wednesday. And if you trade NZD news, then on Monday, you should also be keeping an eye on this news because it may cause some kind of movement in the market. Expecting it. So keep an eye on this news too. Okay. But in terms of news, volatility next week is going to be a very, very crazy week comparing to last week. Okay. Last week we saw an inside bar candle. So this week I'm expecting some expansion to one or to one direction of the market. Yeah, you get it. So that will be all for now in terms of for the news, but we'll dive right straight into the chat and see what will be happening. I mean, what will be happening going into next week. Okay. So like we see right here on DXY on the weekly time frame, right now, if you look very, very carefully, we are having, I mean, the only value gap that hasn't been fully, filled. It's only this one. Price literally came up inside of this one and then went straight to the upside. This one, price has completely filled it. So you can even mark this one as your UI on the daily, on the weekly that wants to push price to the upside. Okay. This is how the weekly chart's looking. Yet last week we got an inside bar candle right here. Price didn't do nothing. It just went up, mitigated this weekly PUI. Then after that, it did nothing. So this week we have to do something. We have to at least maybe come down one more time, or it has to go up. Like we can't stay trading inside bars for the rest of the of the quarter. I mean, if you look right here, we also got the same thing, right? We got the bearish candle inside bar, and then we got the expansion to the downside. Then again inside bar, we got the move to the upside. So similar thing is what I'm expecting to happen right here. This candle right here on the weekly time frame is not a bullish candle for me, it's a bearish candle for me. If you don't know how the candles are formed and their behaviors, then I really suggest you to go and look into them, because this candle right here, sellers really stepped in the second half of the week and they push price to the downside. Okay, so for me this one is a it's a bearish candle, so I'll expect bearishness coming into this week. Okay, so if price was to come up one more time, take out this side and then drop, also good for me. But overall, I'm just expecting bearishness on the weekly chart to push price back into this 1.8 level of the whole range. Okay, on the daily time frame on DXY, yes. So on the daily time frame, like we see right here, we talked about this zone right. The price went up there, upped it, and then from there on Thursday we got that big drop to the downside. And then as you're seeing right now, we are also having this kind of retest of this POI. It went up, retested it, and then again, we are inside of this. We close like this. So going to, Monday, what I would like to see is, let's go on a 4 hour. Let's talk about it. Right now, price is literally sitting on this 4 hour order block, and also we're having this breaker block right here. On top of it, we're having the POI on the 4 hour. So what I really want to see is either price may kind of push back to the upside, go for the breaker block, and then from there push back to the downside. Okay, and eventually come for these lows eventually. Okay, that's what I'm expecting. And what we can also get is price may eventually push straight to the upside. Okay, violate this POI on the 4 hour, then just continue going up, and then around this level we may get some kind of drop to the downside, then continuation to the upside. Okay, but overall I'm not really expecting this scenario, but like I said, keep it in mind, it can happen. Okay, it can happen. These are the levels that you should be watching. These are the levels, because from these levels we may get some kind of reversal coming to the market, And like always, last week, the level that we kept right here, it was spot on. Price went up there, tapped it, and then we got a big drop to the downside. So if you watch the video, then you should have been able to capitalize on this big move to the downside. Okay. And I also updated you guys in the Discord community that you should also keep an eye on this zone right here. Like we see price came inside of it, went inside of that 1 hour OB, and then from there, that 1 hour POI, then from there went straight to the upside. So I mean, I update you guys on YouTube and also on Telegram. So if you haven't joined the Telegram, I mean the Discord, sorry, then you should join the Discord, and then you get all of the updates. But this will be the move that I'll be expecting going to next week, either a fall from here to the downside, right? From this place to the downside, or around this zone, we get that kind of more pushback into the downside, something like this. Okay. This is what I'll be expecting going to next week. And around these zones, we may look to kind of step in and try to buy it again to push price back up into this highs. Okay. This week high on the weekly right here. Why do I expect price to come to this level? I already talked about it last week. Literally, like this week's analysis is literally the same as last week. Right, last week we were sitting right here. I said price was going to go up around this level. We get a close to the downside, and you have seen the first picture. The first drop. So I would just like to see the continuation to the downside. And if price comes up and violate this high, then we get one more drop around to these levels, and then we see what will be happening. Okay. Yeah, it's just the same as last week. So with this in mind, we will analyze AUDUSD. For AUDUSD, is what I'm also expecting. It's also kind of in line with DXY, right? So if price was to come to this level, we may see some kind of bullishness going to the next the second half of the week, or we may see some kind of a push lower to this level, and then from there you can get that buys to these levels at least. Okay, but overall, these are my zones, my levels that I'll be watching. Price comes there, pay attention, and I'll try to capitalize on those moves. Okay, and around this level, why am I saying that? Why am I saying that I want to see price go up there? Just because on the daily time frame you're having that other block there. Okay, and above this side you're having liquidities. So I would like price to go up and at least pop it, and then from there we'll look to see what will be happening. Okay, going into the following week. Okay. What may also happen is the price may come low, as I said. So also keep that one in mind. It all depends on the CPI that will be happening on Tuesday. Like I said, this week is going to be volatile compared to last week. So the first half of the week may be volatile, and mostly the first half of the week isn't that volatile like that. But this week, the first half of the week will be volatile. Okay, so keep really an eye on these pairs, and try to navigate your way through it. And if you can't navigate your way through it, we have the Discord community there. You can literally join us, and it will help you to navigate your way through this messy price action and stuff like that. For EU, it's similar to AU. Around this level, we're looking to buy price market to the upside, and go and fill this imbalance right here. And also, if price was to, if the CPI on Tuesday, or the CPI on Tuesday is bullish for the dollar, we may get the fall from here to the downside. Okay, and then from here we can look for 1 or 2 days move to the upside. Okay, but overall, I'll be giving a daily, I always give daily updates of what's going to happen in the market to the members in Discord. So if you haven't joined, then you're missing a lot, because what will be happening, would the CPI would the CPI be going to the upside or be going to the downside? All of them, I pinpoint it, and I try and send it out to the members. So mostly during USD news, we know what will be happening. Okay, before the news even happens. So if you haven't joined, then I really suggest you to join us and try not to miss a lot, because we've been catching pips and RR. So yeah, join us, or it may be late. For pound USD is also similar to AU and EU, but for this one, when it comes to sells, the pound looks more better in terms of selling than the other pairs. The pound is much weaker than all of the other pairs. In my case, if price comes to this level, I'll be looking to buy it for 1 or 2 days, move to the upside, and around these levels, we may see the price, kind of stopping there, or kind of rejecting to push to the upside. But if price was able to clean this high out, then going into the second half of the week, I would like to see price come up to these levels, and then from there look to see some kind of rejection from these zones. And then next week, or the week after next week, we will see what will be happening in the market. Okay, but overall, I'm short term bullish on pound, but long term, I'm bearish on this pair. Okay, same for all of these pairs. Same for all of the major pairs. For NU, it's also similar to AU. If price was to come down one more time lower, then we may look to buy the market from here to the upside. Okay, but keep it in mind on Monday. Oh, I'm using London time. So on Monday, we may see price. I mean, literally, move. I'm not going to tell which direction it's going to go because it's kind of only for the members in the Discord. But yeah, the news on Monday for NZD, as we talked about when we watched the Forest Factory, it may cause some kind of movement into one of it's either to the upside or to the downside, and I'll reveal it in the Discord community. So if you're not in the Discord, join us. But on Monday, you may see some volatility in the market, and what I can only say is same as AU. If price comes low to this level, then we look to sell it to the upside. I mean, buy it to the upside. Okay. And if price comes extreme to these levels, then you may also look to buy it and get that 1 or 2 days move to the upside. Okay. Overall, I'm expecting bullishness on NZDUSD into the second half of the week. Okay. Into the second half of the week, which is literally Wednesday afternoon to Friday market close. Okay. And around these levels, we may look to kind of sell the market back to the downside. For gold, like we talked about last week, it went pinpoint into where we wanted it to go, right? Last price was right around this level, and I said that we'll be seeing gold go straight to these levels, and then from here we may get some push to the downside. Like we talked about, Sunday open price consolidated, and people were trading this one, but this isn't the real move. This isn't the real move. The real move came on Thursday, and that's what we caught right here. 9 hour straight move to the upside. As you guys see right here, we took it right from this level. Okay, we bought it right here. Just went straight, flying to the upside. So going to next week for gold, what I can only say is when gold comes to these levels, to this big 4-hour POI, what we'll be looking to get the entry from here to the upside. And the entry, I only reveal the entry to the members in the Discord. But what I can only say is for buyers, in terms of buyers, when price comes here, look to get some buys around this level and push price to this highs. Okay. And the buys that you'll be getting around here, you may take some partials around this zone, the 23.75 zone. Okay. Take some partials there. So let me see. No, 23.65. Yes, even 60. Yeah, the buys that you'll be getting, yo, sorry man, the buys that you'll be getting around there, it's best to take some partials around here and then look to see what price will be doing. Overall, I'm bullish on gold, and any consolidation that price gives us here, I'm not going to trade a counter trend. I don't do it. I did it in the past. I didn't see any big results. So any bullish reversal around this level, I'll be looking to buy to the upside. Okay, same as with this. Same as silver also went straight to our target of last week. So next week, I would like to see is if the market was to come low and kind of trade inside of this fair value gap on a daily time frame, then we will look to get some buys either from the fair value gap or from the other block on the daily time frame to push price one more time to the upside. And like similar to gold, if you take any buys right here, the place you should be booking some partial should be around this zone. Okay, around this zone, because although you're having these liquidity line here, okay, this old high, you're having these old highs there that I would like the price go up and take them out. If you take any buy from here, just exit some small partials around here, and let's see what price will be doing around. Okay, but overall, the bias is to the upside for silver and for gold and for all of these major. Okay, that will be all for now. Like always, subscribe, share the video, comment, and if you have any kind of suggestion, then also come inside the Discord community, tell me or send me a message directly. Then we can also talk about what you want and how I can help. Okay. If yeah, I think that'll be all for now, and I'll see you guys next week. Thank you for watching, and yeah.